Sounds plausible. How long is it going to take you guys to build it?
About another 20 minutes.
That's it?
Yeah.
I have a question. Why are we rolling it? Good info. I'm going to ask because I don't know.
The middle's got to go in a whole lot more.
This one?
Yeah.
You're going too slow.
I taking it. I just stepped on it.
There you go.
I'm gonna send you in the house. I'll be going in.
I can't go on that side because I can't swim.
Yeah, no swimming in the pool. Then about 20 minutes, no chilling in the jacuzzi.
This is a forearm workout right here.
Come on, you're a male. Stop lying.
You got to give us credit when we can get it. We don't get it all that often.
Wow.
Okay.
Hey, we went to chicken spot and that's all he's doing for with the PVC back.
Time from the process of we're going to pass in their system. Or it gets on.
Yeah. Yep.
But there are a few more.
Okay.
And it's time we need to sit down, beginning now actually, so I can begin to explain to you how everything works. Yeah.
I like it.
So, function for the environment inside the city, easy to build, fewer points of failure, things such as that.
Right.
So the basic concept of aquaponics as far as aquaculture still works. But we just kind of redesigned it and put it in different places so it works better.
Okay. All right. I'm here.
Good morning. I wasn't expecting an audience like this, but it gives a good chance to explain a few things about how this works and what we're doing here. Now, is everyone familiar? I know you are, but are you familiar with the program this is being funded through?
No, but I think I did see a video online.
Okay. This is being funded through the Phoenix Backyard Garden program. The idea was that, and it was several years ago when it was first brought up right after the pandemic. A whole lot of there was a lot of food shortages, supply chains broken, and part of the idea was folks to be able to grow their own. But the farmland is really rare in a city like this. Anytime you got vacant land, someone wants to buy it to put something valuable on it. So the idea was, can we do this in backyards? Can we do it directly with people that have it, and in a way that not that they just grow a few pounds of food, but they grow a lot of pounds of food. That's the idea. I do hate the term garden.
Gotcha.
Okay, because these are small farms. So this has the potential of growing somewhere around 400 pounds of food a year.
That works.
Yeah. And so, how do we do that? In the program, there are 3 different types of farms. I do the aquaponics.
Aquaponics.
Now, this is aquaponics. It is a recirculating aquaculture system that uses plants as a very convenient filter that takes out the last bit of nutrients so that the water is clean for the fish and you grow edible plants at the same time. Or useful plants, because there are folks who grow other things, but we can't do that.
No 420 legal.
I can do that. No, city frowns on that. Sorry.
Yes.
No, I always mention that because it's been an issue for me for years. I was giving a talk over in 2010, and at a hydroponic store. I had a full house. The first thing they did, they asked me, "Do you do this?" I said, "No." They all walked out.
Oh my God.
Every semester I get students like, "I want to do this." No, not here.
Right.
You know, I'm not telling you can't. I just can't do it here, and it's not in the curriculum.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but we got lots of other things that we can grow, and also fish and prawns and things such as that.
Prawns.
Now, the discussion that I was prepared for this morning was to give you what you need to get this started. Okay. Now, when they get everything working here, so you can take a look at it, I will explain the circulation system and how it works, and the air pumps along in the extension cords and all this stuff. But for right now, this is all about turning our water from sand to soil. The water coming, we are growing crops, and the crops need soil, but this is not soil. This is sand coming out of our taps. So we have to change it. We have to modify it so that it gradually becomes soil. It doesn't become soil overnight. It takes a little while, but we can artificially boost it until the more natural transformations take place. And to do that, the first thing that we have to do is that we have to change the acidity of the water.
pH levels.
Good. Okay, pH levels. How good is your chemistry background?
I know a little bit about a lot of stuff.
That's a good thing. It's a good thing. It keeps you out of trouble, or it gets you in more trouble than the other one.
Gets you in more trouble than working.
Okay, so we have to change indeed the pH level. We have to go from alkaline to acid. Plants need just a little bit of acid, because if they don't have that, the pores in their roots close off and they cannot absorb the nutrients even if they're in the water. So I present you your first present. This is for you. You can take pictures anytime you want, but this is for you. Now this is a commercial product. It's called pH Down. It's about making your water acid. Now in hydroponics, plants like lots of acid. Your fish don't like lots of acid, and so we have to find a nice medium. And that would be a pH. The pH number is how you record how acid the water is. The lower the number, the more acid it is. So we want our water about pH about 6.5 to 6.8, as opposed to neutral is 7, and alkaline is up here at 8, where our water comes out the tap.
Oh, okay.
Our water out here is liquid rock.
You can tell when you take a shower.
Oh yeah, all that dissolved rock comes down from Camp Verde or from Colorado through the CAP, and really makes a mess. It really makes a mess in here too. We can't get rid of it, but we can at least adjust for it. So with this, we will adjust your pH down to about 6.8. Now, how much to put in? There's no number I can give you how much to put in, because it depends on the daytime, what well the city is using for your tap water. It varies the amount of the pH and alkalinity. So all you got to do is what we call a titration. That's a fancy name for it. That means this is designed to circulate the water real fast. So you put a little in, see how you test the water. Put a little in, see how much it changes. Put a little bit more in until it gets down to that 6.8 number. Now you can't do it. Now in here you can do it all at once, because the plants don't care, but the fish do care. So when you get fish, you'll have to be more careful in doing that, because they can be easily shocked by changes in pH.
Yeah. So
they have to take your time with them. Now we're giving you the kind of fish that you're going to be getting is a fish that comes from water that is naturally a little bit acid, and these are channel catfish. Do you like channel catfish? I love channel catfish. No?
She's a whiting fish.
Oh, well, unfortunately I can't do whiting. They are a saltwater fish. Okay, so you'll have to forgive us if we stick with freshwater.
She's not a catfish. He's a catfish person.
Okay, you're a cat. Oh, yeah, wonderful. That's great. Then I can go over here. No, catfish is how I tell it. The channel catfish meal is how I tell if a restaurant is worth its money.
Right. Nice.
Yes, because if they claim to be a great seafood restaurant and they don't got channel catfish, or they don't cook it right, bye. I guess I'm just picky.
Very. But it's good though. Maybe. We have the choice.
No, maybe I'll be nicer to them in the future. Who knows? But this is pH down.
pH down.
Now it's phosphoric acid, and phosphoric acid is the same kind of acid that is in Coca-Cola. So it's a comparatively mild acid as far as being caustic. Here it is. Down here at the bottom, of course. But I use the good stuff. Oh, it's empty. I got no one in the car though. But I use the good stuff. This is 85%. No, this is really strong right here. But even it won't burn you. Won't if you stick in your hand and let it stay there for an hour, maybe it would. But this is 85%. This is 30%. So it's a bit safer, easy for you to use, and it's commercially available. Did I run out of it yesterday? Doggone it. All right, I'm always running out of something, it looks like. The second thing that we'll get for you, unless you want to go buy it yourself, because it don't cost much, this is Epsom salt. Epsom salt, but pure Epsom salt. When you go to the store, you can buy it at CVS and buy the pure stuff, but you got to watch it real carefully because people like to bathe in Epsom salts, and so they provide you new products that have other stuff in them, the fragrances and all those things. No, you must have pure Epsom salt. Oh, and again, CVS and Walgreens and everyone else sells it. Just look on the bag and be very careful with what you buy. I saw one the other day. I was looking for some, and the bag said pure Epsom salt. Great, and okay, but no, pure Epsom salt and nothing else. And important. Next two. Whenever have you ever bought any fertilizer? Yeah. Okay, if you look on the bag, there are three letters always there in one order or another. KPN. Okay. K is, are you recording this? Oh, I must speak more clearly then. KPN. K is potassium, P is phosphorus, and N is nitrogen. And the fertilizer will give you certain numbers as far as how much of each one is in the fertilizer. So we've already talked about the phosphorus here. Okay, now the phosphoric acid has phosphorus in it. Now phosphorus encourages flowering and fruiting. The potassium, which is K, I don't know where that came from. And someone lost in antiquity where the K came from, but I should look that up. But potassium is for leaf growth. In fact, you can see it when you're missing potassium. Have you ever seen it happens a lot on citrus? The leaves get a little yellow on the edges, and then the edges burn. That's lack of potassium.
So it needs potassium.
Thanks.
We see it a lot around here. No,
He's making fun of our tree.
no. Even on my trees at home, but we're also going to give you something that's going to help you with all of your other plants as well. We
don't have any.
Well, you might, because this synergizes with a lot of stuff. Maybe we'll put chickens over there one of these days. Who knows? Okay. But this synergizes with a lot of other things. It's not by itself. It's not by itself because, for instance, there's a waste product. We see it's a mythology that this produces nitrate, and that is the fish. That is the plant food. See, when the fish. The fish release the ammonia, and then the bacteria turn it eventually into nitrate, and nitrate is the plant food. But there are no fish in here right now. They're coming in by about a month or so, and so we will use this now so that your plants have food in there from the beginning. Okay, so. And you're going to be getting a bottle of this as well. This is mine, but you're going to be getting a bottle of this. The next thing, okay, this is the messy one. This is iron. It's the same iron that you have in your blood. That's why your blood is red.
So we can eat that?
No.
Okay.
Okay, but don't. It's really dusty, and don't breathe it in either. But it's not toxic or anything. But it's necessary as far as your plant growth as well. It's a necessary nutrient. It needs to call a secondary nutrient, while the KPN are the primary nutrients. The problem them putting over right now, probably in the way, are the trellises. So it's in the hoop structure. This was developed because of 3 years ago. I don't know if you remember, but we had a whole summer of 118 degree heat.
Yes.
And it wiped out everything I had. And we're going to put it on today so you can see how it installs, and to make it to help folks grow plants. But that's why we have this. A second thing is that we like to grow in the summer fruit, and a lot of the fruit is on vines.
Right.
Now, unless you want the watermelons streaming out across the lawn, okay, or the cantaloupe, you got to go up.
Right.
And this gives you structure to go up on. Okay. And by the way, this is the second part of the program. Okay. The farmers who were in the first part, some of them got really good at growing cantaloupes, honeydew, watermelons. Electricity yet. Where's the other half of the water pump? Right here. Good.
Have it in here.
Good. The air pumps over here are the hard, but we use the air pumps so there's no actual electricity in here. The air pumps put air into the water that we use to pump water and to aerate water. We don't like electricity in here because I always get paranoid that one of these days I'm going to put my hand in there and get thoroughly shocked. And I don't want anyone else to have that issue as well. There you go. Thank you. Now this right here is the true heart of the system. This is what pumps the water. Now if you look down the side here, there's nothing in it. But when we connect it to an air line, this pumps about between 5 and 10 gallons of water a minute.
Oh, wow.
It's called, now you already know about this apparently, it's called an airlift pump. I won't go into all individual valves. So that's a lot better than these. So if we can step over here, please. And you need to see this as well. There's a lot of science in here, but we use it to be invisible. Now, and those of you who have been online and such and seen deep water culture system, which this one is, DWC. So this is a deep water culture system. That means that we use instead of using gravel or instead of using pipes, we use a pool of water in which to grow our fish in which to grow our plants in, and then of course the tanks to grow our fish in. All aquaponics the same, where you have a fish tank, you have a clarifier of some kind, and then you have for the fish, and that is our aquaponic recirculation system. Now let's talk about biofiltration. Now we are growing 3 on the rafts and where the rafts go and which plant goes where. You have to put the big plants on the north side and the small plants on the south side, because the sun always comes from the south.
Always.
And so if you have the big plants on the north side, on the south side, they're going to shade all the plants on the north.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, so we have the big plants on the south side, and that means that your tomatoes go on the north side here, your melons and everything come up on here. Okay, and you have the smaller plants here on this side, and the small plants will vary depending on the time of year it is. And so the boss here, see Phoenix.
Can you hold it?
Ariel.
It's like a styrofoam. Yeah, they're pretty soft.
So these are gonna float.
Yeah.
These are the floaters, the rafts.
I like these because they're pre-cut, but there are two competing products. They're exactly the same except for the color.
And what type of foam was that again, or?
High density polystyrene, not styrofoam, but high density polystyrene.
Polystyrene.
And so the products are pink board from Home Depot and blue board from Lowe's. And so we cut these holes in them that are the same size as the net cups.